morning and welcome to the Offer Accepted Show. My name is Jon Taylor, the host of today's episode, and it is a beautiful Saturday morning and I can't wait to get started. Our new day and time is Saturday at 10 a.m., so I'm so glad that you made it here for the show. Missy and Kris will be joining us today, and we're going to talk about interior design, and in particular, we're going to talk about paint. We're going to speak with Ryan from Sherwin Williams about what color to paint your house. This is one of the most asked questions that Missy gets, and so we wanted to cover it in this next episode. So let's send it over to Missy in Oak Creek to talk with Ryan from Sherwin Williams.
Hi everyone, this is Missy with HomeWire Realty. As a realtor working with buyers and sellers, I get asked all the time, what color should I use, Missy? What should I use with my color scheme? I have a brown house, gray house. What looks best when I'm selling my home? What looks best when I'm moving into my home? I have buyers show up with color palettes to help them out. So as part of some interior design tips, we are meeting over here with Ryan at the Sherwin Williams store in Oak Creek. Hi Ryan, how's it going?
It's going good. How are you?
Great. Thanks for meeting with us today and showing us some popular colors going on. How long have you been here with Sherwin Williams?
So I've been with Sherwin 5 years. I started as an assistant and worked my way up now to my current position as a coatings rep.
Great. Can you tell us at Sherwin Williams what you offer for services here?
Yeah, so for services, my role specifically is to work with our wholesale customers, our contractors, going out to job sites, recommending products, recommending application processes, whether it's brushing, rolling, spraying. And then in our stores, we have a lot of different services for the do-it-yourself market. We do have virtual color consults. If you do have any interests or challenges picking some of those colors, we do have a free virtual color consult program, as well as our customer service reps that are in the store that have some of that color design knowledge background as well.
And speaking of colors, which I love doing for my clients, is helping them pick colors. It's one of my favorite parts of my business. Can you talk to us about some of the popular neutral colors, the grays, the beige, the grayish, the mixture of both? Yeah. Can you tell us about a few of those? Maybe show us some?
Yeah, so, obviously trends are always changing. Right now we're in that grayish phase where, the beige and grays seem to be really popular. Some of the most popular colors right now, light French gray is a good true light gray. You're looking for that true gray. Agreeable gray and repose gray are some of our popular grayish. And then some of the popular beiges, I would say accessible beige, softer tan, and then canvas tan as well.
What about your paint products? Like, what kind of products are the best ones to use? That's what I usually struggle with. Which one's the best coverage?
Yeah. So anywhere from our mid-grade to our premium gallons are going to have really good coverage. Our Emerald Designer for interior is going to be our best in class. For those higher end homes that are looking for the washability, scrubbability, ease of application, as well as coverage and final appearance. And then our exterior, we have our Emerald Rain Refresh that is self-priming. It does also offer dirt and water resistant cleanup as far as, so if it rains and you get dirt and grime on it, it'll wash away itself with rain. And then it has really good color retention, for some of those vibrant exterior colors that are starting to become more and more popular. It does retain color really well, and it gives it a nice final appearance as well.
What about priming? I get asked that question, when you should prime, not prime.
Yeah, so priming, bare drywall, always. Make sure you get a true first coat primer on there. A lot of our paints have primer characteristics in them, so how we sell those is first coat, prime coat, second coat, top coat. If you're going from a really dark to a really light color, that might take a true primer to transition, or a tinted primer towards the color to kind of ease the cost instead of buying more and more top coats to build up the layers. So really bare drywall is a big thing. It's a must prime. And then when you're transitioning to those drastic colors, you might, for a little bit more cost effectiveness, want to get a true primer instead of doing multiple top coats.
Right, because primer is a little bit less expensive than the paint.
Absolutely, yeah. Yep.
So how would someone get in touch with you?
So we do have 35 stores in the greater Milwaukee area, so feel free to stop in any one of our stores. Otherwise, you can contact us through email, phone, text. We're pretty regularly available. We're Monday through Friday in the stores, 7 to 6. Saturdays we're 8 to 5, and Sundays we're open 10 to 4.
Great. Thank you so much, Ryan. And I just like to add, as your buyer's agent or your listing agent, I work with Sherwin Williams and offer discounts to all my clients, part of our VIP program. So make sure you talk to me about that when you're working with me. Thanks again. Have a great day.
Welcome back. Today I'm here with Kris Weninger from Fairway Independent Mortgage, and we're going to talk about closing costs and what fees are associated with getting financing done and getting that mortgage. So let's start with, what is a closing cost? Let's start with the basics.
When you purchase a house, we take a look at your down payment in addition to the closing costs you have with regards to a mortgage. That could all encompass your appraisal. Some instances we're able to get an appraisal waiver. Other instances we'd have to get an appraisal done. And again, an appraisal is going to take a look at making sure your house is going to be worth what you're going to purchase it for. If it's a single family home, that's going to run anywhere from about $450 to $500. In addition to, you have your origination costs. You're getting your loan set up, the processing, the underwriting. Also, too, some lenders may charge you an extra fee associated with that. So you want to take a look at, what is this cost going for? Also, there is a discount point where you can take a look at, hey, I might be getting a lesser interest rate, but I'm going to buy it down. So that's also considered a part of your closing costs. Also, you want to take a look at title costs, as far as for getting the title company doing the closing and recording the mortgage at the courthouse. And then if you escrow for taxes and insurance, typically they're going to want to see about 3 months of taxes and insurance going into a savings account. Now, for those of you that don't know an escrow account, it's a forced savings account. Typically, they're going to want anywhere from 2 to 3 month cushion going into that account. You're never going to lose that money. The money is always sitting there. So if taxes or insurance goes up, guess what? They're going to pull from that account right away. So then since you're not at a deficit. And then typically every year, they're going to do an annual escrow analysis, and they're going to make sure that your escrow account is fully funded. So that's kind of encompassing as far as on the mortgage-related costs. Then additional to, if you want to do a home inspection, typically lenders do not require home inspection. It's something extra that you can have done, but you need to talk to your real estate agent to make sure it's put in the offer that you do have a right to do a home inspection. Home inspection costs are going to run anywhere from about $450 to $600 on up. And then if you want any type of radon test or any other type of testing, septic test, water test, and well test, and you want to make sure you put that testing into your offer to purchase, that you do have a right to do that.
Let's talk about appraisal and inspection. Those are two separate things.
Yes.
So an appraisal is the mortgage lender, the bank, needs to assess that the house is worth what they're asking and what you're paying for it.
You are spot on with that. They're going to take a look at 3 recent solds, or comps as we like to call it, that's like a house that you are buying in your area, and they're going to kind of see, hey, what is going on in this market? Are you purchasing it as far as where the value is at? Are you purchasing it above the value, or are you purchasing it below the value? So if you take a look at it, that appraisal could change depending upon if the home's in your area like your home. Are they selling or are they not selling? Now keep in mind, if you're buying a 2-story home, and they're not going to compare it to ranch homes. So again, remember, an appraisal, they take a look at homes like yours that have sold recently.
And that's different than an inspection. The inspection is your peace of mind as the buyer to make sure that the floor is not going to fall apart or there's a leak in the roof.
Exactly. It's you hiring a third-party person to come in and inspect it. They're going to go through every nook and cranny of that house. They're going to test the electrical outlets. They're going to go on the roof. They're going to go in the basement. They're going to check to see, okay, what is going on with this house, and uncover any potential future issues that you have.
And they're the people who are going to find asbestos in the attic or
Mold
or any of those things. And so that inspector is one of your buyer's team members that's going to help protect your interests, keep you safe as you're navigating through this very energetic market. Now, Al Spiegel from McClario Law Firm went deep into what a title is, but let's cover that again and make sure that we really understand what is a title and why do do you need it?
Title, yes. We want to take a look at, as a lender, we want to make sure that we would have what is called first lien position. So if you think of it, any old taxes, any old encumbrances, any old mortgages, we want that all clear. So us as a lender, that we're in first position on that particular property. And then that lien will get filed at the courthouse. So then in essence, anybody that has any ownership rights to it, again, any old mortgages, we want to make sure that those are all cleared at the time of closing. So in essence, title is very important to make sure not only you as a buyer, that in essence you have clear title, but us as a lender, it's very important that in essence we clear any potential issues that could hinder us from being in first position.
And you mentioned escrow. Let's just cover that one more time. What is it and how does that work?
Escrow, I like to call as a forced savings, for lack of better words. Escrow is just a fancy term where they take a look at, they're going to put anywhere from 2 to 3 months. Typically, it's going to be your property taxes and your homeowner's insurance into an account. They're going to start off at, again, 2 to 3 months worth of cushion, and then every month it's going to build. And then come tax time, they'll pay the property taxes. And then come one time a year when the homeowner's insurance is due, they'll automatically pay that directly to your insurance agent.
And is escrow required or is it per loan or per lender?
Typically, if you have 20% down, you can ask the lender to have those waived where you can handle them on your own. But if you have less than 20% down, typically lenders today are going to require you to have an escrow account.
That's good to know, and I think that's good for the market in general, that we're putting all that money in escrow. Keep the market safe.
Exactly, because guess what comes at Christmas time? Typically, state of Wisconsin, everyone gets our tax bill right before Christmas. And sometimes I get calls and be like, Kris, I'm getting this bill, what am I going to do with it? I'm like, don't worry, we have that sitting in your escrow account. Or again, that's the forced savings account.
That's handy to have, especially around Christmas. Seller paid closing costs. Can a seller pay the closing costs? Can you build that into the price? And it is a seller's market, so how would that work?
You know, every buyer likes to have that done because it lessens the amount out of their own pocket. Typically, depending upon the loan program that you go with, your conventional loans, if you have less than 10% down, the maximum that the buyer can get back is about 3% from the seller. If you have anywhere from 10 to 25% down, you can get a maximum of 6% back from the seller. And then again, if we're looking at over 25% down, you can get a maximum of 9% back from the seller. Those are your conventional loan programs. If you take a look at FHA, VA, the maximum about 6%. But you want to take a look at the seller is lessing that amount from their net. So on a typical $100,000 purchase price, if you're asking for a 3% or $3,000 credit, the seller is going to net off a $97,000. So again, that affects their pocketbook. Being in a seller's market today, you may have to bump that purchase price up and have the seller net what they want to net or net their maximum amount. So you want to be very careful if you do ask for seller credits. I haven't been seeing them so much in today's market just because it's a seller's market.
Yeah, the seller's credit makes sense to, it just comes out to be less money paid out. Because if you put that $3,000 on your loan, the closing costs into your mortgage, that would, you'd pay a lot on that over the course of 30 years.
Essentially, at the end of the day, if it gets added to the purchase price, you're financing it. It lessens the money out of pocket at that time. You're just financing it over the life alone. Typically, a rule of thumb, we usually like to say for every $1,000 that you're going to add in price, you're going to look at about $5 per month in a payment.
That is a good formula to know. Thank you so much. I feel like I understand closing costs so much better.
Fabulous.
And we're going to see you again next week.
Sounds great. Thank you.
All right.
Hi everyone, it's Missy from HomeWire Realty, and I'm here in Brookfield, Wisconsin, visiting with Val Garza of Tanfastic Tanning Salon. How's it going, Val?
It's going great.
Good to see you today. Thank you for being here.
Good to see you too, Missy.
So we're here discussing the Brookfield neighborhood, and Val has been here with her tanning salon for a little while, and I just want to ask her some questions and talk about her services. So Val, how long have you been here in this business?
We've been here for over 20 years.
Wow, long time.
Very long time.
What about in Brookfield? How long have you personally been in the Brookfield area?
Around 20 years. The same time I bought this salon, we moved out in this area.
Awesome. Can you tell me anything about the community? Are you involved with the community at all? What do you like about Brookfield?
I love Brookfield. The clients here are amazing. People are amazing in Brookfield. Very friendly. We do fundraisers throughout the community. We're involved in the Girl Scout sales at St. Agnes. We sell thousands of dollars worth of cookies. Our clients really look forward to coming here every year to get their cookies. Yeah, we definitely give to our community. Anybody who comes in here with a flyer asking us to donate, we definitely are all about that.
That's awesome. I'm glad to see that. And I personally come here and tan here, and I know she's always got community events going on, and the cookies are here in January and February, and I just love coming in here. I know I love coming here, but can you tell us more about what makes you stand out over other tanning salons?
Well, Missy, as you can see, our salon is bright, it's clean, it's cheery. As an owner, I work my business full time. I think that's so important because I love being hands-on. I also love to see my clients on a daily basis. All of my employees have been here 5+ years. That's so important because when people walk in, they love to see that same friendly face. It also lets them know that when they come to the desk, that employee has full knowledge of the tanning and wellness industry. One thing that our customers really appreciate is that we do not have a membership fee, nor do we expire our sessions. Not expiring sessions is really important because if you meet your goal, why should you have to use up the rest of your sessions? So they're always here for you when you come back. The bottom line is we really want to meet your needs and give the best customer service ever.
That's great. Tell me more about the services that are here, because it's not just tanning beds, there's other services here as well.
Yes, we do tanning and wellness. So we have 3 different levels of tanning to meet your needs. If you are in a hurry and you only have a week or 2 to get ready, or a month, there's all different packages, all different prices. We also do collagen red light therapy. Collagen red light therapy is good for your skin, fine lines and wrinkles, stretch marks, good for circulation, makes your skin really soft. It's very relaxing as well.
I feel like I need to try that sometime.
It's amazing. It's just, oh, it really is amazing. We also have a sauna here. It's dry heat. Goes a little bit deeper than the red light. Also good for circulation, relaxation. We also have Mystic Tan. It's a spray tan. And I have one on right now, actually. That's all I do. My skin doesn't tan very well. That is good for a last-minute tan. It's good in conjunction with a tan. And it's also good if you have an event that comes up last minute. Come in and you are literally tan the next day. It's awesome.
Yeah, I know I see sometimes the brides are coming in here right before their wedding or going on vacation. I've seen that, come and go out of here when I've stopped in as well.
Yes, we are so busy with spray tans, and it is. It's graduations, it's weddings, it's homecomings, it's everything. Like, people love it.
Thank you so much for sharing all that with me. On a last note, I know you've won a couple awards and recognitions because I personally voted for you. So share with us a couple of your awards you've gotten.
We've won the Top Choice Award several times. It's a Milwaukee Journal award that comes out. We've also won WISN's A-List several years in a row, and we've also taken Top Choice several years in a row. So we're very proud of that.
Great. Well, thank you so much for being with me today. Thank you, everyone at Offer Accepted Show and our viewers. Have a great day.
What a great episode. We're so excited to have Ryan from Sherwin Williams share that great knowledge on what color to paint your house. I know that I feel a little bit better and I might be doing some painting this weekend. Join us next week for a new episode of the Offer Accepted Show, Saturday at 10 a.m. Again, this episode is brought to you by HomeWire Realty, where they can help you build that team to get your offer accepted, get your dream home, and get you in that home that you need.